Yo, how's it going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Now obviously this is a little bit different from the type of content that I'm used to making on this channel, but hey, let's try new things, right? So obviously, this is a tier list on the UFC Champions 2023. This tier list needed a little bit of an update because Israel Adesanya of course isn't champion anymore, but I did add Sean Strickland here at the end, and that's who we're gonna start with. So the way that I would grade Sean Strickland's performance against Israel Adesanya would have to be pretty much an A plus, right? But we are ranking this on how they're performing currently as champions. Obviously, Sean Strickland does not have any title defenses yet, but just the fact that he beat someone like Israel Adesanya, we're gonna give him, pretty much a B plus. We don't know how he's gonna perform yet against other fighters, right? But just the fact that he beat Israel Adesanya the way that he did, we're gonna give him kind of a middle ranking, just because of how he beat Israel Adesanya. And yeah, that's pretty much it. We don't know how he's gonna perform in the future. He doesn't have any title defenses, so there's no real way of ranking him against any of the other champions, right? But we are gonna give him a respectable B plus. Now let's go into Zhang Weili, which is her first title defense. Was absolutely crazy, man. She was mauling that last female fighter for 5 freaking rounds. It was pretty hard to watch, man. I'm not even gonna lie. We're gonna give her an A, right? She has 1 title defense, right? She's doing good. Yeah, A ranking. That's what she gets. And now for my favorite fighter in the UFC. Of course, these rankings might be a little bit biased, but I don't think this is biased at all. Alexander Volkanovski has 5 title defenses. Cream of the crop, one of the best fighters the UFC has ever seen. S tier, like obvious S tier. All right, and now we're moving on to Pantoja. Look, this is a little bit of a biased video. Look, I'm 100% gonna admit that. Look, Pantoja had a very competitive fight against Brandon Moreno, but a lot of people would make an argument that he lost that fight, right? And I'm probably one of those people as well. We're gonna give him a B minus. We're gonna just put him right behind Sean Strickland. If you guys disagree with that, let me know down in the comment section below. And of course, he has no title defenses yet. I think he is gonna fight this year later on against Roy Vaughn. But yeah, we're gonna put him right behind Sean Strickland on that one. And the next champion we have on the list is none other than Sean O'Malley. And I kind of want to put him in front of Sean Strickland, but I don't want to put him in the same category as Zhang Weili because he has no title defenses. But the way that he beat Aljamain Sterling was absolutely crazy. I expected Aljamain Sterling to win that fight, man. If you guys saw my video on the Sean O'Malley versus Aljamain Sterling fight, I expected Aljamain Sterling to win that fight. Of course, Aljamain Sterling made a very rookie mistake against Sean O'Malley. But yeah, Sean O'Malley did what he had to do in that fight, and he won in spectacular form. We're going to give him the credit that is due. We're going to give him a B. Obviously he doesn't have any title defenses, but I think he had a I think he deserves to be in front of Sean Strickland, right? Because he did finish that fight, right? So we're gonna put him in front of Sean Strickland. Let me know if you guys agree or disagree with that placement. And the next fighter is gonna be Islam Makhachev. We're gonna go ahead and put her in front of Zhang Weili. Of course, he has 1 title defense, and he did beat Alexander Volkanovski in a very competitive fight. There's obviously a lot of talk in the MMA community where people are thinking that Islam Makhachev actually lost to Volkanovski in that last fight, but a win's a win. And yeah, credit to him. He's very dominant against every other fighter that we've seen him go against. But I think the ranking, right, A right in front of Zhang Weili is very well deserved. Of course, he's gonna fight Charles Oliveira in the next coming weeks, and I can't wait to see that fight. If you guys disagree with that placement, let me know down in the comments. And the next fighter we have on the list is obviously John Jones. So we're gonna put John Jones right at the front on S tier. Look, John Jones, he had a great track record when he was fighting in the light heavyweight division, and when he left and came back and won the fight against Cyril Gane with relative ease, I think he deserves to be at that S tier right in front of Alexander Volkanovski, mainly for the fact that he is now champion, or he has been champions in 2 different weight divisions, and you know, that career is very hard to beat. That career record is very hard to match. But let me know if you guys disagree with this placement, and let's go ahead and get into the next fighter. And the next fighter we have on the list is obviously Jamahal Hill. We know that he's not champion anymore. He vacated the title, and we really shouldn't be ranking him on this list, but just for shits and giggles, if we were to compare him to all these other champions, you know, I would probably put him right behind Pantoja, mainly for the fact that he has no title defenses, and he beat a 40-year-old Glover Teixeira who was in the tail end of his career, who was pretty much just a fight away from retirement. And yeah, this isn't a knock on Jamahal Hill. This is honestly, truly just how I view where he would rank amongst all these other fighters. And the next fighter we have on the list is Alexa Grasso. We're going to put her right behind Zhang Wei Li. She does have a title defense, so I think, you know, she does deserve that ranking. She beat Valentina Shevchenko, and for those of you guys that don't know, man, Valentina Shevchenko is a beast. She's one of the greatest mixed martial artists that we've ever seen in MMA, period. Not just in women's MMA, but MMA, period, right? Valentina Shevchenko comes from Tiger Muay Thai, a capital in the mixed martial arts world, and that's just a school that I have a ton of respect for. But nevertheless, Alexa Grasso was able to be competitive in front of her. And you know, there's a lot of speculation on whether or not Valentina Shevchenko won their rematch, but I gave that fight to Alexa Grasso by a hair. Literally, I gave Alexa Grasso half a point on winning that fight. I might be biased, you know, whatever, but I think that she deserves a ranking at being A, next to all the rest of these fighters. If you guys disagree with this ranking, let me know down in the comment below. And the last fighter we have on the list is none other than boom, headshot dead, Leon Edwards. Obviously, when he beat Kamaru Usman the first time, is something that I don't think anybody expected, right? He was getting dominated round after round after round, and in the final minute, in the final moments of that fight, Leon Edwards did absolutely something amazing. He did a spectacle, and he delivered a combination that absolutely knocked out Kamaru Usman in a kind of Rico Verhoeven inspired combination, right? That was absolutely crazy. In their second fight, I think Leon Edwards adjusted a lot. I think he did a lot of great things to make that fight a little bit more one-sided now on his end, and I think that he fought a smarter fight, and I think that he had a pretty good first title defense. Of course, he's gonna fight Colby Covington before this year ends, right? So this tier list is probably going to change before the end of 2023, but you know, that's the end of this tier list, right? If you guys disagree with any of the rankings on these fighters, let me know down in the comment section below. But hopefully you guys enjoyed listening to me ramble about all these points that I made on all of these fighters, and let me know if you guys agree or disagree down in the comments. And as always, I will see you guys in the next video. Have a good one.